fortune of meeting Congressman Cartwright along the campaign trail toward the very end, and he heard me deliver a speech or two and saw me engage a little bit. So following the loss of the primary, I was in Maryland visiting my sister who had just had my nephew, and I was really down in the dumps, as I'm sure some folks would understand. And my phone rings. I'm looking at my phone, I was like, I don't recognize this number, so I'm not gonna answer it. But then I looked at it again and was like, what the heck? So I said, hello? Is this Christa Caceres? I said, yes. This is Congressman Matt Cartwright. You could have bought me for 2 cents. Like, I was at the lowest point of my life, and here on my phone, a number I don't even recognize, is the congressman. And he said, Christa, I just wanted to call you to let you know you were fantastic. You were incredible. Don't you worry about losing that race. You are something special, and one day you're going to do something amazing. I didn't believe him, but I thanked him. I was sobbing. I was like, thank you, Congressman. I lost this race. He was like, don't worry about it. You're going to be great. And I remember joking with you and saying, would you happen to have a job available? He said, bye-bye. Fast forward, probably 9 months, six to 9 months later, I ended up getting an interview with you. And I did everything I could to convince you that you would not make a mistake by hiring me. And I hope you believe everything you said today, because it was an honor to work for you. Thank you so much. Now, I want to quickly say hello to all of my old friends, my new friends, and everyone that worked so hard to put this day together. Please give everyone involved in this day a round of applause. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to love on one person quickly, and then I'm going to get on to me. Mayor Strube, you know how I feel about you. This man, you know how like bands, they break up, or like Van Halen, they started out with David Lee Roth, and then they ended up I think with Sammy Hagar. Sean Strube was part of the old band with Christa, right? From 2018, he's been an ardent supporter of mine and a believer in me half the time when I was questioning my own sanity. You're an amazing person. Pike County is so blessed to have you. Your leadership is just incredible, and your heart is truly in the right place. And thank you a million times. Thank you. Now, while you're here, it wasn't just the good food. Shout out to Brian Davis for that amazing roast. Thank you, Brian. He was here since 4 a.m. getting that pig together. Thank you, Brian. And if you would like one, Willie Mays is the name of his business. So I'm here before you all because I do truly believe that it is the job of an elected official to make a change, to make a valuable change in the lives of the residents. And far too often, as Representative Kenyatta mentioned, and thank you for that amazing introduction, far too often we have people that either get into it because it's going to enrich them, they get into it because they believe that they should control other people, and then there are the rare few diamonds who get into it because they reflect back on their own life story, and they realize that there must be others like me in the same situation. And if I need help, they must need help. And if no one's going to help them, I'll try. I'll just step up and do my part, my small part. I never saw myself as this big, fancy, incredible person. I just knew from growing up around amazing people that everyone has this in them to just do a little bit, and the world would be amazing. The world would be better. So the reason why I'm running for Pike County Commissioner, hi, Karen Haycox. Where's Karen? Karen Haycox, ladies and gentlemen. The woman that I have the honor of following up for this campaign. The reason why I'm running for Pike County Commissioner is simple. It's an incredible job, and it's a job with a lot of responsibility. But in addition to having the qualifications, which you all know I have, I don't have to run down the resume, I have the heart for the position. I truly believe, once again, when you get inside those doors, when you get behind those closed doors, if you're not doing the right thing for the people, y'all should be calling them out, first of all, and you should be voting them out, second of all. We're not active enough. We're not responsive enough at the polls. Because at some point, and I understand, we do throw our hands up. We're frustrated, but that's part of the game. Part of the game is just to frustrate you, to keep you from getting involved. Part of the game is to make you so angry and so just I can't take it that you will not engage, you will not go to the poll, and it benefits those who really should not be in those seats. I'm looking to do a few things just in the beginning. I'm not going to make you large promises about all the sweeping things I'm going to do, but I'm going to tell you some of the things that I thought about when I initially decided to take this step. I looked around my community outside the doors and I said, geez, you know, I've been saying for a long time, why don't we have a bus system that comes up to the gate of my development? What's that about? Like, why can't senior citizens and other people who need to get to work, our developmentally disabled brothers and sisters and other folks who don't have the means to have a vehicle? Because there's a lot of us out here that are prisoners in our own homes because we don't have a car. Can't afford a car. Can't afford to repair the car. Whatever it is. Can't afford the gas. Whatever. Something as simple as a bus. Why is that an impossibility in this county? I would like to expand the rideshare service to make sure that folks that need to get around can get around. That's first and foremost. And that starts with a PennDOT feasibility study. Let's bring the people together that need to come together to figure out, can we do this? And if we can do it, how much does it cost? And if it costs X amount of money, where are we going to get this money from? How long is it going to take? And then we report back to the people. Another thing that I'm looking to do is listen. Nobody listens to us. They talk at us. They talk over us. And they talk about us. They don't listen. The commissioner should go to every municipality in this county, there's enough to fill a calendar year, and have a listening tour. Don't be afraid to get in front of your residents and hear the tough things that you really don't want to hear. That's your job. Don't be afraid to get, feedback that's going to make sure that you are doing the job that you asked permission to do. It's not that difficult. I want to expand healthcare. I think it's incredible that the commissioners have finally made some headway in terms of a mini hospital. I do. I think that's great. So we're going to give it a round of applause. We're going to clap for the mini hospital. That is probably 3 years down the road.